founder and now CIO mentor, Ray Dalio, at the Greenwich Economic Forum earlier this morning. And I asked him for his thoughts on China, as well as the future of the company as he steps down from the helm after 47 years.
I want to be clear in making that from my getting to know the leaders, and I don't know Xi, but I know those around them, that they are reasonable people. And there's going to be a change in leadership that we're going to see on Sunday. And you're going to, in my opinion, you're going to bring reasonable people into that. There's a culture, there's that. And then there's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of problems. So let me rattle off the uncertainties and the problems that are temporary, that could be temporary, but they could be longer lasting. The first is they have a debt crisis that, in my opinion, they've allowed to go too far into the bones of the economy. So it's affecting local governments, it's affecting financial institutions. It starts with real estate. Real estate is 25% of their economy approximately, and then the majority of savings. So it has a wealth effect, it has a negative, and it's passing through the system. So that's one. Second is that there's this question of, are they still in favor of free enterprise and the market system, and what does common prosperity mean, and so on. Quite a lot of confusion regarding that. From my operating there, they don't want to mess with that system very much. She doesn't. Because when they did some things like shutting down some of the tech companies because they want to break up the minority, these large companies, they also did minority things. Anyway, so let me go number 3, COVID. Okay, number 4 is demographics. Okay, demographics is particularly important in China because of the culture in China as well as the one-child policy. You know, for the family takes care of the family. And so the tradition is that the children take care of the adults in old age. They don't have a well-developed pension system. And so what happens is with the one-child policy, a husband and wife has 4 parents that they have to take care of. System can't deal with that. And so that's a main thing. It relates to COVID. You know, they have something like 350 million people over 65. So if they don't deal with, so we have COVID. So you have a number of these problems. You have a climate problem and a water problem in China. So China's got a lot of those problems to deal with. But the real question, and we all can have problems, the real question is, where is that beacon? Is that beacon, and we're going to learn more about that based on who's appointed to what jobs and also what statements are made, is that beacon continuing to do the things that raise productivity and inventiveness and so on? So we're going to learn more. But I think that as far as investing in China, China is the, if you take certain industries, it's main competitor, but it neither should know, in my opinion, not. You have to have a certain amount in China. I think the longer-term picture in China is still bright because I know the people and I know the culture and I think it's good, but they have major issues now.
Last subject, Ray, Bridgewater. As I say, you have a new title. I'm curious about what's different and.
Ray Dalio was just talking about how he said that the people that were taking over in China are reasonable people, so that means that we're just suspects. I mean, obviously this was filmed in late 2022, before Xi Jinping got confirmed his 3rd time being the main leader of China, the main political leader. But this is very obvious that this is, he said that they're reasonable people, meaning that they're not going to go overboard with their reforms that are going to destroy the economy in 2023. And so far, they haven't destroyed the economy, but they haven't helped the economy. And Xi Jinping, we don't know what he's doing. We're not sure if he's trying to consolidate power or why he's doing what he's doing, but it seems like that they're going to continue with their behavior, and it doesn't look like the economy's going to get better so far, but we'll see what happens. And this is not investing advice, so this is not investing advice. But it looks like he's going to continue to do his interventions militarily and geopolitically and confronting the United States. And each side just looks like they keep escalating the situation instead of de-escalating it. So we'll see what happens.